Well, now we have everything prepared on the Terraform provider. It's time to start creating some monitoring resources using the Terraform Coralogix provider. Before we start, if we go to the Coralogix Terraform provider on the Terraform registry documentation, we can see a lot of documentation about the provider, like the available objects, the options for each one of those objects, and so on. So with that in mind, we are going to use in the Coralogix alert. Over here, you can see a lot of examples like standard alerts, flow alerts, span alerts, and so on. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, we can also see the schema of this blocking code. So we can see the available options, the available values, and so on. So every time that you have any doubt about the Terraform provider, this is the place to check the documentation. Well, coming back to the VS Code, we can just go over here, run the Terraform init again to ensure we have everything prepared, and then we will start creating a Coralogix standard alert. So I will copy paste a few information just to be quicker over here, okay? And you can have a better information about each one of those fields on the Terraform provider documentation. Well, the first thing I'm defining is the name of the alert, some description to help us on the UI, and also what is the severity of this alert. After that, we need to define the alert. Since it's a standard alert, we are going to define a standard block code. What we are doing here, let me just close some missing parts. What we are doing over here is we are saying that this standard alert will look for logs on the application Nginx and the subsystem Nginx as well for every error log about warning and errors containing this property, remote address enriched. If we have a less than 5 occurrences for the same log on the previous 5 minutes, we are going to deliver a notification. And we need to define right now what is the notification group. The notification group should be this one. I will just copy the source code again to be more effective and explain you. So we are grouping the alerts by this field. So if we're receiving the same alert, and what's going to define if it's the same alert or not, it's the SDK ID. And then we're going to deliver these alerts to this specific Slack channel. So if the alert is not resolved on the past 6 minutes, we're going to deliver the notification again. But now you might be asking how this alert knows the webhook ID if you're not creating one. This is because we need to create it right now. To creating an external webhook, we can use the following code block. We just do the same, paste it here, and I will explain you. I'm creating a resource of type Coralogix webhook. Please go to the Terraform provider documentation and check out the available information you have over there. And we are saying that it's the name of this resource is Slack webhook. We're defining a name, and now we're defining a dummy Slack URL address, okay? Once we have this configured, we are defining the hierarchy. So we are first creating the Slack webhook and later creating the alert definition. And we are tying the webhook with the alert definition by configuring the alert to use the external ID created by the webhook. So this means that once we create the alert, we will ensure the webhook will be created together if it didn't exist, okay? Well, now we should be able to create the resources. We can run Terraform plan, and we will see what is the plan to Terraform will do. Like it will create an alert and also a webhook, okay? We can look to the integration ID and say we're only knowing the integration ID after we apply this state, okay? Because we don't know this right now, which means that we need to run Terraform apply. It will ask you if you really want to apply this state. In our case, we want. Then I will type yes. And then it starts creating the resources. As we can see, it's pretty fast. Okay, 9 seconds. We can see the 9 seconds over here. And we added 2 resources and we changed 0 and destroyed 0. Now, if we go to our Coralogix account again and refresh the alerts page, we will be able to see the alert we just created. As we can see, standard alert. We have the description we configured on the Terraform. We have the query expression and also the subsystem and application. Everything that we have configured on the Terraform is available here. Another thing that we can check is the webhook. So if we go to data flow outbound webhooks, we are able to see we have a Slack connection over here. What is exactly the Slack webhook notification we just created? Okay. Now, if we need to do any change on this alert, for example, I'm going to switch to VS Code. We'll just minimize this, and instead of remote address enriched, I will add another information over here, and then I will change from Nginx to, I don't know, maybe 8A prox, for example. What we need to do right now is Terraform plan to see our changes. Okay, I will maximize this again. We can see that we are doing some changes, updating place. The updating place here means that we are not recreating the resource. We are just updating the configurations of the resources. And we can see that we are okay removing Nginx and adding 8A prox. We are removing the remote address enriched from a dot asterisk regex to abc dot asterisk, and doing the same for the subsystem, moving from Nginx to 8A prox. So seems fine. Okay, I will run Terraform apply, and then I will type yes again. So everything is going to be updated. If we go to the Coralogix account, we can check on alert management, and we should see everything over here. So the regex is updated, and the application and subsystem as well. So as you can see, pretty easy. If we want just destroy this, we can say, oh, Terraform destroy. This is going to show us how the resources is going to be destroyed. Okay, it's going to destroy a webhook and an alert definition. We can say yes, and everything in 12 seconds will be deleted from our Coralogix account. I can go there and I can refresh my alerts page, and I will not see any alerts right now. Okay, the same is true for the outbound webhooks. We don't have Slack notification over here anymore. Well, folks, this is everything for the alert definition. I see you in the next video to define yet another resource. See you there. Bye bye.